This may get some adverse reactions, but I think it's an important topic that has to be discussed. People have asked me before why my models very rarely have tattoos, and I'm going to explain why in this video. Now, the first part of this video is my personal opinion. I repeat, my personal opinion. I'm not dictating to you what you should do. These are just my feelings on the subject of tattoos and models. The second part is much more important because it involves the legal ramifications of photographers photographing models or clients with tattoos. The images accompanying this video don't show anyone with tattoos. The reason for this you'll find out later on in the video. Now, the issue here is copyright. The copyright of a tattoo artist, once they put a design on the skin of their client, that copyright remains with the tattoo artist. No matter what the design is, the simple art of putting it onto somebody's skin grants the copyright of that design to the tattooist. Now, the first reason why I prefer not to employ models with tattoos or with visible tattoos is a personal preference. I think that the tattoo or any mark or any picture on somebody's skin will detract from the major part of the image, which is generally the face or the eyes of the model or whoever you're photographing. So that's my first reason for not wanting to do it. You may feel differently, that's fine. I know a lot of other photographers feel the same way. They're just uncomfortable at breaching this subject. When I'm shooting for personal photographic development or display or for social media, it should be my choice whether to employ models with tattoos or without. Obviously, collaboration with the model is important, but that's my opinion. And that's what I prefer. The second reason why I prefer not to employ models with tattoos is for the legal purposes, the legal ramifications. It could cost me a lot of money. Tattoo copyright infringement could be a thing that is very big in the future. It could be detrimental to photographers as tattoo artists realize that they have copyright in these designs, and if a photographer breaches that copyright, they're open to litigation to be sued by that tattoo artist. I have had an issue in the past with just this subject. I was approached by a tattooist who threatened to take me to court unless I paid him a certain amount of money because he said I had infringed his copyright. Of course, I got legal advice from a copyright lawyer, and the result of that was that the copyright lawyer said that the tattooist was well within his rights to sue me for breach of copyright and that I shouldn't photograph anyone with visible tattoos in the future. That scared me a lot. Now, in this case, I'd photographed a client with a visible tattoo and she had posted it on social media. The tattooist had seen it and saw an opportunity, so he contacted me with this proposition to make payment to him or he would see me in court. Now, I didn't see it as anything that I'd done wrong, but apparently I had. I contacted another lawyer and he gave me the same advice. So I know that it's true, that the copyright holder of that tattoo is the tattooist and I shouldn't be photographing or copying any of his work. In Australia, it seems like probably 80% of people under the age of 40 have a tattoo or multiple tattoos. So this severely limits my business. As a boudoir glamour photographer, many of my clients have tattoos, and that's a problem for me. I know many of you will be hoo-haing this situation and saying, oh, this is a load of rubbish and stuff. But it's true. I can only talk about the experiences that I've had, and I'm going to link below a page from the Australian Copyright Council, the government agency that deals with copyright in tattoos. You can read that. I know that other countries may be different, but I'm pretty sure that the US parallels Australian law in this situation. Now, there have been a lot of cases all around the world where tattoo artists have sued photographers for taking photographs of people with their specific copyrighted tattoos. So it's cost photographers a lot of money in the past. So how do I deal with this situation with my clients? When they come in with tattoos, they're paying me to photograph them, but I would be liable if a tattooist decided to sue me. We have an agreement that all of our clients sign that states that they have permission from their tattooist to have photographs taken with these tattoos. We also have a clause in that agreement that says the client is liable for any costs to us where that copyright has been claimed by the tattooist. Now, I'm not sure if this covers us fully for this situation. I'm sure it doesn't, but at least it spells out the lengths that we've gone to try and ensure that what we do is legal and above board. So we'll just have to see in the future. Now, we never post our clients' photographs anywhere. We post model photographs on social media, website, and various other things with their permission, but we make sure that there are no tattoos showing in any of those shots at all, because we don't want to open ourselves to the possibilities that I've mentioned in this video. I know this seems like a huge problem for people photographers, but I think in the future, with a little bit of common sense, a little bit of working together, a little bit of awareness, that we can get over this. We can work together for our mutual benefit, and hopefully the situation's not going to cause problems for photographers. Now, please feel free to comment below. I know there will be a lot of you that disagree with what I've said, but as far as I know, everything that I've said is true. You can also maybe put your own experiences in there about photographing tattooed people. There are various different topics that we can cover in the future on this subject, which I'm probably not going to go into, but there are issues like selfies. If somebody takes a photograph of their own body or their own face with a visible tattoo, they are actually breaching the copyright of the tattoo artist. It's a really weird thing that you can have something on your body that you don't own. Somebody else owns the designs that are on your body. That's the way it is, as far as I know, in Australian law, and I'm pretty sure in US law as well. Check your own country laws to see how it applies to you, but I implore you to get on top of this situation because it could cost you a bit of money in the future.